This nest will stay dry, so will the ground? But these ants will never be without water, so how do we make both things work? Welcome to Nestlab, here on Vaina de Hormigas. I am Oni, and today we are building a new outworld for a young colony of Camponotus Fetchdenkoi. The first goal is straightforward: create a predominantly dry environment while keeping water permanently available. But there's another problem. These ants are strongly yellowish. If we make the ground too yellow, they'll visually disappear against it. So this setup has to work for the ants and for observing them. To build that ground, I am using 4 components. 45% fine black soil will form our darker base. 30% red desert sand adds mineral texture and warmer reddish tones. 20% yellow desert sand preserves some of that arid appearance without dominating the background. And finally, only 5% very fine coconut fiber. That last component is intentionally minor. Its role here is mainly structural. As these materials come together, you can already see why I didn't choose a single type of soil. The black base darkens the mixture and helps our yellow ants remain visible. The red sand shifts the overall color toward a natural brown and reddish matrix. The yellow sand keeps some of the visual character we are looking for without turning everything yellow. And the small amount of coconut fiber adds structure without becoming the dominant material. This 45-30-25 mixture isn't an universal formula for Camponotus Fetchdenkoi. It's a mix designed specifically for this project. Now we can install it. I am aiming for only about 6 to 8 millimeters of substrate. We don't need a deep layer here. This gives us enough material to create a stable, natural looking surface while keeping the outward easy to observe, feeding and clean. Remember, we are designing for the colony we have today, not the colony we might have years from now. And yes, I'm adding a little water, but this distinction is important. I'm not creating a permanently humid substrate. This small amount simply helps us compact and stabilize the mixture and reduce loose material around the modular joints. Once that's finished, the substrate will be allowed to dry completely. Only then will the colony be introduced. And afterward, I don't plan to water his ground periodically. Now comes the decoration, although very little of it's actually decorative. I am adding only a few fragments of dry almond leaf and some elevated branches. The branch provides a simple 3-dimensional root without filling the enclosure. I am deliberately leaving roughly 60 to 70% of the surface open. No bamboo shelter, no pine cone, and no collection of alternative hiding places. They already have a dedicated wooden nest. The outworld doesn't need 5 more. Open space also makes the enclosure easier to organize. We'll have a control area for protein, another for carbohydrates, and plenty of unobstructed space for movement, observation, and maintenance. For a young colony, accessibility matters. More decoration doesn't automatically create a better environment. Every element should either serve the ant or make the system easier to manage. And as their population changes, this layout can change with them. And now we can resolve the question from the beginning. The nest can remain dry, the outworld can remain dry because their permanent water source is completely independent from the substrate. They can drink whenever they need it without us keeping the ground wet. Dry doesn't mean without water. Now we have the balance I wanted: a dry environment, permanent access to water, and a darker ground where these yellow ants can actually stand out. This territory is built for the colony we have today. When they grow, their territory will grow with them.